One of the biggest threats to the environment is rising sea levels. It's a concern all along America's coasts, and one of the most vulnerable areas is Florida. More than 1,000 miles of coast are at the mercy of rising seas. Many say so is a major nuclear power plant south of Miami at Turkey Point. Tonight in our ongoing series, Fragile Planet, Paul Beban takes a look at the risks.
Miami is world famous for its beautiful beaches and beautiful people. But the city, known for its bright lights, billions of dollars of real estate, and glamorous boulevards, is now on the front lines of the battle against climate change. Flooding is becoming more frequent, more destructive, and according to the vast majority of sea level rise projections, it's only going to get worse. That grim forecast is what has some people here very concerned about this place, Turkey Point Nuclear Power Plant, just 25 miles south of the greater Miami metropolis and its 5.5 million residents.
All this is going to go underwater, and it's much sooner than people think.
Turkey Point, Florida's biggest power source, was built on the edge of Biscayne Bay back in the early 1970s when rising sea levels weren't a concern. The reactors sit 20 feet above sea level, but that isn't reassuring to critics like Dan Kipnis, who calls Turkey Point a catastrophe waiting to happen.
It could be 60 years or 80 years or 100 years, but it's guaranteed the ocean's coming up.
Kipnis loves these waters. He's a retired boat captain, born, raised, and still living in the Miami area.
Oh, this is Florida limestone, okay? See the coral in it?
Today, he's an activist, worried that Turkey Point is the next Fukushima, the 2011 disaster in Japan, triggered when a tsunami hit a nuclear power plant.
Where they have their spent fuel rods, the used nuclear fuel rods, they're in a tank with water. That's exactly the same way it was at Fukushima. When Fukushima flooded with the tidal wave, the tsunami that hit them, it broke that tank and part of the water came out of the tank. That heats the fuel up. It causes gas to get into the containment vessel that's around it, and then it explodes, and that's what blew it up.
After Fukushima, the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission ordered the country's nuclear plants to review their safety plans. In an email to Al Jazeera, an NRC spokesman said Turkey Point is secure against current sea level conditions. The NRC has reviewed Turkey Point's flooding reevaluation and has determined it is free of immediate safety issues. The NRC is satisfied to this point that Turkey Point is appropriately implementing strategies to maintain key safety functions if a severe event such as flooding affects installed systems.